What is up, YouTubians? Kudim below here, coming at you with another exciting video. Yes, just basically wanted to show everybody this Luxottica propane to butane adapter, and yes, it does work. This is also the Pathfinder skillet, which comes with the lid. How awesome is this pan? I seasoned it. I've done tons of videos on seasoning the pan, but basically, as you can see, I made some A's over hard in here, and just to show you how non-sticky this thing is. See that sliding action around. So I still got the non-stick properties, which is awesome. The burner that I'm using is kind of old school. I think I got this online. I'll try to find a link to it and put that in the description. But I'm baffled by how many people use these small little tiny burners. When you've got a pan this big, it could easily tip over. This sucker is a honker. Pretty big, meant for holding up more wide bottom pans like this. I think this is was this an 8-inch skillet? I can't remember. But Pathfinder makes a great skillet. I'll put a link to that down there below in the description. By the way, now would be a good time to subscribe to the channel. Actually, let me show you my view while I'm asking everybody to subscribe to the channel. We are in the San Gabriel Mountains. Beautiful San Gabriel River right there. But now would be a good time to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell if you want to be alerted of when these new videos come out. I'm always on a quest to find the highest possible quality products I can find at the lowest possible prices. So anyways, back to my breakfast. Let me show you this whole setup. I brought some eggs with me. Usually, in my case, like the last maybe about 3 days, 3-4 days outside of the refrigerator. I mean, it's cold enough up here. It's about 40 degrees right now, to where I shouldn't have to worry about refrigeration, because guess what? 40 degrees is my refrigerator. So what I got to is I got the Luxottica. This is the 750 millimeter stainless steel cup. This thing has been awesome, great to me. Love Luxottica's products. I will put a link to this as well down in the description. I also did a video on this, and now you get to see it out in the field. But it has a little lid, which is kind of nice, and it's got the holes for either steaming, so the steam can come out, or also to drain it, like if you want to strain it out. What I do is I cracked my eggshells in there, and then I'll go ahead and throw those away later. Pack them out if I have to or whatever, but we have a trash can here at the campsite, so that's kind of nice. But anyways, you got the Luxottica camp cup pot, right? And then you've got the Coleman propane stove, the Luxottica adapter, which goes into the little butane burner right there. And like I said, it was a nice big honker. Then you got the Pathfinder skillet. It does come with the lid. Right now the lid's packed up, I don't want to grab it. But it's nice having the lid there so you can steam stuff. Like if you wanted to make steamed vegetables, whatever, you can do that. Lately I've been doing the dehydrated meal thing. So what I'll do is I'll boil the water right in the Luxottica cup. And then sometimes I'll use a firebox. Sometimes I'll just use this setup. It depends on the situation. And then oil. Okay, very important. So how cool is this, right? What's the most indestructible thing you could think of when it comes to packing your oil? Elmer's glue bottle, right? It's a little trick I'm kind of showing everybody. These caps are spill proof. Like I could squeeze this thing as hard as I want to, right? And I'm a big guy. You see my videos where I'm powerlifting, you know, 405 pounds on the decline bench press machine. So I'm squeezing this thing as hard as I can. Nothing's coming out of here. There's no drippage, nothing. So if you have this inside of your pack and it's pressing up against something or whatever the case may be, you know it's not going to leak. And this cap right here is just the perfect size that when you pour some oil in your pan, look at that. See, it comes out just nice and perfect. There you go. And then you can basically screw the cap back on and you're good to go. And you're all sealed up. So what I did here was to do the cleaning process. What I did was I poured all this out, right? Or if you have kids or you do your own home crafts or whatever, just wait till the glue gets almost finished. But basically, it kind of sucks. I had to waste 94 cents at Walmart, but I basically had to waste a bottle of, this is the 4-ounce size, I think it is, right? Let's see. Yeah, I think it's a 4-ouncer. Shoot. Yeah, 4 ounces, 4 fluid ounces. So basically what I do is I poured out the glue, right? And then immediately right away, because it's washable glue, right? Washable, no run. What I do is I filled it up with water and just let it soak for about an hour. Then I poured that out again, right? To kind of get as much of the extra glue in there. Then I filled it up with maybe like a few drops of soap, more water, shook it up. It gets all foamy, let that sit for another hour. Poured that out, and then basically did a process of pouring pour and dump of water to just make sure everything was clean. And then basically once I felt like everything was clean and out of here, that there was no more residual glue in there, it's not a process you want to rush. You definitely want to do this over and over and over again. Then I went ahead and dried it out. So basically like stuck it upside down, dried it. And the same thing with the cap, make sure I ran water through the cap. So that's why I like using new bottles, right, that haven't been used, because that way I know that there's no glue stuck in here from using it. So that's usually my preference. But like I said, if you have kids and you want to take the time to like go ahead and flush out the cap too. Oh, by the way, when you open this, when you're washing this and you open this up, right, you open this up to wash it out, you want to make sure that you get all the water through there, all the soapy water through there. Make sure you're flushing out everything that's in the cap if you are going to use the glue first, and then decide to use this for an oil bottle. I also use a bottle like this for my heat, right, that I use for my Trangia. I prefer the heat because it's the cheapest. I think right now it's like $1.58, $1.59, basically less than $2. You can get a bottle of heat, which is, I believe it's methanol. And basically I would put that into my Trangia. And what's kind of nice is I did a whole bunch of cooking yesterday on the Trangia, so I'll try to set that up. That's set up with the firebox, right? So you can all see what that looks like. But this thing is awesome. Totally love it. So that's a school glue trick, the Airmo school glue trick. And there's something about the bottle design, I think, that's meant to be like kid-proof. So if it's kid-proof, it'll hold anything. So there's my olive oil in there. And then another little tip or trick I'll tell everybody is always bring a lighter with you, like a Bic lighter. You know, they're pretty easy to find. So I use the lighter to light this, and I save the striker for an emergency. Like if I absolutely have no Bic lighter with me, I'll use this, right, like the little piezo right there, the click button, in an absolute emergency, because I don't want to wear it out before I actually absolutely need it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, links are in the description there down below. I'll try to put as many links as I can to as many products that are in these videos. And just having a good time right now camping in the San Gabriel Riviera. Asking everybody to subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button down there below. Also, remember, in the description there's links to a lot of these products. In the description there's also a link to Cooter Malloy product reviews, so make sure to check that out. And lastly, like, follow, and subscribe on Cooter Malloy product reviews on Facebook. Anyways, I am Cooter Malloy, and I will catch you all on the next exciting adventure.